What's up, New York Knicks fans? I'm coming back to you guys after the sixth game that the Knicks won in a row. We're at the sixth seed, comfortably out of that little play-in game. They've been so bad in fourth quarters, losing really close games, decided by 6 points. And, the fact that they were able to overcome this was really great for our team. It's showing so much growth since the beginning of the season. And I'm so proud to be a Knicks fan right now. So happy to be part of this amazing season. Gotta be able to close a game out against the Hornets at home, a game where Gordon Hayward, LaMelo Ball, their key players are missing. The Knicks should be able to step up and close them out, especially when the Hornets are in that play-in race. Every win counts. Then they play a back-to-back against the Hawks, a team that's been doing well towards this half of the season, including with alongside the Knicks, similar trajectory. And if the Knicks can beat them, it would be great. Maybe we can jump into that 4th, 5th spot if it comes down to tiebreakers, because the Knicks have beaten Atlanta twice this year already. This win streak has been fueled by multiple different players. We've seen RJ step up for the first game against Memphis, seen Alec Burks make some tough shots to close out games for us. Julius Randle all throughout just been this consistent machine for us. Wow, Julius Randle with the Braids has been undefeated, scoring I think 4 games in a row with 30 points or more. The first Knicks player to do it since Carmelo Anthony. And wow, man, all I gotta say is we're seeing a different side of Randle turn on. I love what we've seen from Randle so far in the season in terms of passing the ball, shooting the 3, but we're seeing some Melo-esque Randle in terms of taking more shots. I remember being a Knicks fan during 2012 when Melo was around, and a lot of people would make fun of me like, oh yeah, your boy Melo got 30 points on what, 25 shots? Like, that's not efficient. And I would just laugh them off because I had no idea what efficiency meant back then. No idea what it meant to take too many shots. But seeing Randle take a lot of shots makes sense. He's making the shots, but yeah, if he plays a Melo-esque role where he's taking the major part of scoring, we can see him get into rhythm and play really well. And a lot of that has to do with him playing multiple revenge games this week. The Lakers game, a team that he played for, the team that he was drafted by, a great win against them where he closed out something at home. Playing the Pelicans, one of his older teams, turning it on against Zion, a player he's compared to in terms of build, in terms of playing the same position. And then the game against Dallas, where that was his hometown. We saw Randle come out after the game, start putting up Instagram posts, stories about Petty King. I took that personally, Jordan meme, because the last game where Randle was held to about 14 points, a lot of the Dallas commentators were attributing that to Maxi Kleber's play and, locking down Randle. And Randle really took it personally, going off for more than 30 points, beating the golden boy of the NBA, Luka Doncic, on an ESPN national game at their home, while the Mavs have been playing really well. And shout out to Randle for turning his real pettiness on to win these games. I love seeing it. I love seeing that he wants to turn on another notch and he's able to do it. Awesome on him. This Melo-esque play from Randle has been so much fun to watch. I had to talk about Randle first because he's just been playing at an all NBA level. Love what he's been bringing to the Knicks, and he's truly been the sun in our solar system. He's truly been the motor for our whole offense, and the rest of our team is they would have literally been a bottom feeder team. Randle has elevated all of their games, and I really, really want to highlight that. Let's dive into that Pelicans game and what happened and how the Knicks ended up overcoming that comeback from the Pelicans in the third quarter. Down the stretch, the Knicks just look like the way better team, and I'm so happy we're able to be on the other side of this, where we're ripping this team's heart out, we're making them feel miserable and question their coaching, question their team, question everything. Like that's exactly what the Knicks should be about. Hard-nosed defense, breaking teams' hearts. Like that's where we're at right now. Let's start by shouting out Derrick Rose. One of the first videos I did for this channel was talking about the Derrick Rose acquisition for the Knicks in the middle of the season, and wow, what an acquisition it's been. When we picked him up, all I could talk about is how the Knicks really need a closer and someone to close out games, because we're getting there. We're really close, but we just can't get over that hump of fourth quarters where we just can't close out the game. And whether that be through shot creation, whether that be through playmaking, we're just not moving the ball right to get buckets at the end. And I highlighted that Derrick Rose would be an immediate solution to that. Unfortunately, due to COVID and due to just, gelling with the team, we didn't get to see that contribution right off the rip when Derrick Rose came in. He was helpful, but he wasn't able to, close out the games like he has been now. Wow. What a closeout game for Derrick Rose. He literally had everything to do with that win. Obviously, it was a team effort with Randle, Bullock, everyone getting involved. Nerlens Noel with an amazing block. But the fact that Derrick Rose was, created he got an amazing look for Bullock. You know what? Before that, Randle got him for an open three. You see the trust that Randle has in his teammate Derrick Rose to make that three. Some new Derrick Rose moves. Spot up shooter, makes a three to get it within 3 points. And then, on the other, coming back, you see him dribble penetrate, make a bucket down the stretch, on Eric Bledsoe, someone who's getting his own. So good for Derrick Rose to be able to show off that athleticism, show off some vintage D Rose, taking it to the bucket. And then we saw a little bit of the new D Rose where, he penetrates to the rim. They set a play where he wants to give an open look to Randle, but has an open layup for himself, dubs that and passes it out to Bullock for the open three. Wow, cannot believe Bullock made that three to take it into overtime. I feel like there's been so many times this season where, forget Bullock, even Randle, even Derrick Rose, RJ, they had trouble making those shots, and to see Bullock come in clutch for us, it was a real good feeling. And then let's go back to Derrick Rose, man. This new and improved Derrick Rose. Vintage D Rose was so great, so athletic, but you just didn't see that defensive prowess that he's been showing now, getting key blocks in multiple games to close out games. Getting that block on getting a piece of that block on Eric Bledsoe so that we can take it into overtime. Nerlens Noel with that beautiful block, man. Blockzilla's in the house. Love the way he's playing. We got Mitchell Robinson, the blockness monster, Nerlens Noel, Blockzilla. Wow, man, towering defense. It really deflates a team when you just see Nerlens Noel put his body on the line, jump up to get this gorgeous block to just basically seal the game. I love the embodiment of this next man up mentality. When Mitchell Robinson goes out, you see Nerlens Noel, Taj Gibson ready to play. When you see Derrick Rose isn't willing to play, can't play minutes because of COVID, you see Alec Burks stepping up in the lineup. Now that Alec Burks can't play, you see Reggie and Derrick Rose stepping up for them. This team really plays for each other, and they're finally meshing and gelling together. So seeing them know where their teammates want the ball, seeing what kind of passes they like, I love to see them really gelling and gluing together down the stretch, because that's exactly what you want going into a playoff push. It's kind of like the NFL where you're going into playoffs with momentum. Basketball is a game all about momentum, and the Knicks have that. They've acquired this momentum. They've captured lightning in a bottle, and I really want to see them continue that over these next few games at home. Above all of this, the most fun part about this weekend was the fact that the Knicks did this on national TV on ESPN. And it's even funnier because the Knicks didn't get their national games because they're the Knicks, big media market team. No, they got the games because they were playing Luka, the golden boy of the NBA, and Zion, the next man up. So the fact that we ruined their nights, ruined their days with this strong play from the Knicks, loved it. You've seen teams raving about the Knicks all weekend with Jeff Van Gundy, former Knicks coach, and the head coach for Tom Thibodeau went with his tenure on the Knicks in the 90s, raving about the Knicks on ESPN's Game of the Year, the Warriors Celtics game. Wow, what a game, man! Big shot after big shot. But yeah, in the middle of of those big shots, you just hear Jeff talking about, man, love this Knicks team, love the grit, love Randle's play, pushing for this All NBA narrative. I loved it. I love to hear what they have to say. And then, that comes from the coaching side of it, comes from the media side of it. Let's talk about the players. We got Zion Williamson, one of the biggest freak athletes in the NBA, one of the biggest names in the NBA, going out to say, hey, I love playing in Madison Square Garden. You'll never hear a player say that about Barclays Center. Nobody wants to play in a Barclays Center. It's all about Madison Square Garden, baby. Anyway, guys, I'm so happy to be here with you guys after these win streaks. It's been so fun talking to you guys. This season has been nothing but a roller coaster of emotions and fun. And I really hope you guys are enjoying my content. Would love if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. If there's anything you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want me to add on, make sure you guys comment it. And yeah, it's always been love, always will be love, and New York forever, baby. Peace.